Yeah. How did I discover A Course in Miracles? It was about 20 years ago, and I was reading The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, if that's how you pronounce his name, and he mentioned it, and I thought, what's that? It sort of like seemed interesting to me, so I tracked it down. I don't remember how I got a copy. I may have just ordered one, but I opened it up, and I saw that it had Christian terminology, which I'd sort of been pushing against Christianity my whole life. So initially I thought, oh, this is terrible. I don't even want to hear about Jesus and Holy Spirit and all this baloney. That was my first reaction. And then I'm like, okay. And I may have picked it up again a day later and read through a page or two. And then I found it incomprehensible. And I was used to like self-help books that really lined out things to do and ways to think in very simple, clear terms, practical terms. And here this thing was talking about all sorts of esoteric sentences that just made no sense to me whatsoever. I couldn't see how it would possibly be useful for anything other than confusion. So I put the darn thing down in my bookshelf, and it was maybe 3 years later or something that I just got the nudge to pick it up, and I just picked it up and started thumbing through it. And I remember coming across a section where it said how it was giving reinterpretations to the Bible. So, when the Bible said, vengeance is mine, and it implied that God was vengeful. I read the Course, and it said, vengeance that's mine means give your vengeance to God. It is His to transmute into the light and dissolve. Basically, let Him take your negativity from you and just dissolve it as a miracle. And I thought, oh, that makes so much more sense than what the Bible interpretation was that I had been told. So then it hooked me, and I'm like, there's something to this. And then, I don't know, I may have read it a little bit from then on, and then I put it down, and then I picked it up years later, and then I put it down, and then I picked it up a couple years later, maybe 5 or 6 years into it. I actually read the whole thing for the first time. And since then, it's been 20 years. I've read it 5 times, and but I haven't made it through the lessons yet. I've attempted the lessons on 5 different occasions. The farthest I've gotten is 120 before I couldn't maintain it. But that's okay. So anyway, that's my introduction to the Course and how I'm doing so far. Thanks.